Okay guys, in last session we discussed about some example based on a summation and subtraction of vector. In today's session we going to discuss one new topic which is related to vector, okay, and that is a component of vector. Let's start with the first one. That's a component of 2D vector. First of all, what is 2D vector? That is two dimension. Suppose you consider any two dimension, x and y, y and z, or z and x. Let's consider x and y. Suppose here is an x axis, here suppose y axis. So if you consider x axis and y axis, and your vector r is like this, okay, an angle with this x axis is what? Theta, suppose. Then you just take a projection, you take a projection of this vector r along x axis, then this projection is what? Rx. If you take a projection along a y axis, then this projection is what? Ry. So Rx and Ry both are the projection of vector r along x and y axis. What is unit vector along x axis? Unit vector along x axis, that's generally known as a I, and unit vector along j axis is generally denoted as a j cap. So I cap and j cap are the unit vector. Then how we represent this r in this component format? Rx and Ry both are component of r. So where Rx is what? Component of r along x axis, and Ry means what? Component of r along y axis. Okay, so Rx and Ry, the thing that is a component of r along x and y axis. So Rx is in the form of vector is Rxi, and Ry is in the form of vector is what? Ryj. So finally r is just a summation of Rx and Ry. R is what? The summation of Rx and Ry. See, here it is Rx. Suppose you just think like this. Here it is Rx. Here it is Ry. Then this resultant is what? R. So R is nothing. R is what actually? Rx plus Ry. R is what actually here? Rx plus Ry. So this one is represented in this way. R is equal to Rx plus Ry. If you write the same thing, if you write the same vector in the form of I and j caret, then we just represent this 2D vector like this. See, vector is represented by in two dimension, that's Rxi plus Ryj. I means x axis and j means y axis. Rx is along x axis, so Rx into I, and j is along y axis, so Ry into j. Okay, so that's actually this both are same. If you write like this, R is equal to Rx plus Ry, or you write this Rxi plus Ryj, this both are same, but generally we represent this vector in this format. Rx means what? Magnitude of a component. Rx means what? Magnitude of component of r along x axis, and Ry means what? Magnitude of component of r along y axis. I and j represents a unit vector, means I and j gives a direction. I means along x axis, j means along y axis. So this is a simple representation of this one. Okay, if you consider this unit vector along r, then how you get this answer? See, unit vector along r, suppose consider it's a r unit vector, r cap. Then how you just finding out the unit vector along r? Then we just find this r unit vector like this. R is equal to r upon mod r. That is the definition of unit vector. What is the definition of unit vector? Unit vector means what? Vector upon its magnitude. Vector upon its magnitude. Then what is the magnitude here? So mod r. See, as we discussed in a previous sessions, if any two vectors are perpendicular to each other, if any two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then its resultant is what? Under root s square plus b square. So here a is replaced by Rx and b is replaced by Ry. So answer is what? Under root Rx square plus Ry square. Why? Here this both are perpendicular to each other, 90 degrees. See how much angle between them? 90 degree. So resultant is given by this. Okay, so unit vector is given by this way. See, unit vector r is equal to what? R upon r, means vector r upon magnitude of r. Vector r upon magnitude of r. Vector r means what? Rxi plus Ryj, and magnitude of r is what? Under root Rx square plus Ry square. Why? Because why this is the magnitude, because rx परपेंडिकुलर टू ry, rx है वो x की डायरेक्शन में, ry है वो y की डायरेक्शन में, तो दोनों का एंगल ऑलवेज कितना होगा 90 डिग्री होगा, x और y का एंगल कितना होता है ऑलवेज 90 डिग्री. सो दिस इज द simple representation of a 2D vector. If you have any vector in a 2 dimension, x and y, y and z, z and x, then you just write in this form, okay? And that is a basic study of the 2D vector. That is a basic study of a 2D vector. Now one important note, if you consider, if you have a theta, then what is rx? If you have a theta, otherwise not, okay? Then rx is equal to r cos theta, and ry is equal to r sin theta, where theta is with the x-axis. If theta is with the y-axis, then rx is equal to r sin theta and ry is equal to r cos theta. It depends on theta, whereas the theta is given to us, okay? If angle is given with the x-axis, then component is what? Rx is equal to r cos theta and ry is equal to r sin theta, okay? By this way you just get the answer. Means adjacent component of this r is a cos, adjacent component of theta is a cos component, and opponent component of theta is a sin component, okay? So here theta is given, here see, so that one is adjacent and this one is a opponent. So opponent is y component, this both are same, okay? Adjacent is a cos component. So that is a basic study of this one, okay? All of you guys note this. Then after we have go to this component of 3D vectors. So note it. Let's see component of 3D vector. So what is the meaning of 3D vector? How you draw this? So let's we draw the 3D vector for more understanding. Suppose x, y and z, draw x, y and z, 3 axes, and this one is what? Origin. So if you draw the vector along this one, let's consider, suppose this is any 3D vector r, that's any 3D vector r, okay? Then how you just get this answer? So you take a projection of this vector, along x, y and z axis. So how you just getting this answer? So take projection along x, y and z axis, see. So that is xy plane. So projection along in a xy plane, this one. This is the projection in a xy plane. So it means this projection along x-axis is this one. So it is represents a rx. Projection along y-axis is this one. It is represents a ry, and projection along z-axis is this one. That is a rz. Okay. So here this any 3-dimensional vector, you just take a projection. 3 dimension means what? See, x, y and z. You can say that's x, y and z like this. Okay. Then this vector is like this. It's not a in a plane. It's a suppose x, y and z. So that's in a 3 dimension. That is a 3-dimension vector. So you just take a component like this. Along x-axis rx, along y-axis ry, and along z-axis rz. So that is a basic thing. Okay. Now, if you consider this situation, then what is r? So r is nothing. That is a rx plus ry plus rz, and all are perpendicular to each other. Why? X-axis, y-axis and z-axis all are perpendicular to each other. So if you consider this situation, then magnitude of r is what? Under root rx square plus ry square plus rz square. Exactly similar to the 2D vector. Okay. And you just represent this vector in the form of I, j and k. Then along x-axis I, along y-axis j, along z-axis k. So that are the unit vector along this axis. So what is finally resultant vector? So resultant vector r is given like this. See, this one. Vector is represented like this: rx I plus ry j plus rz k. Means rx and ry and rz all are the magnitude of a component along x, y and z axis, where rx, ry and rz, rx, ry and rz, this one is represents the component of vector along x, y and z axis, along x, y and z axis. Okay, and magnitude of this r represent like this: under root rx square plus ry square plus rz square. Okay, so all of you guys note this. And what is the unit vector? Let's consider, suppose unit vector is r. then unit vector is represents r is equal to vector r upon its magnitude. Unit vector represent like this. Okay, so finally you get this answer. See, unit vector r is equal to r upon r means what? Rxi plus ryj plus rzk upon under root rx square plus ry square plus rz square. That's a representation of a unit vector. Okay, so by this way you just getting this answer. One special question which is asked from this this theory. Okay, so let's consider some situation, a basic situation. Let's see. If you consider this situation, this one, then consider the angle of this r with the x-axis is alpha, with the y-axis is beta, and with the z-axis is gamma. Consider, suppose angle of this r along x-axis is alpha, along y-axis is beta, and along z-axis is gamma. Okay, so what is rx? By this way, so adjacent component, so here rx is equal to r cos alpha. What is ry? So ry is equal to r cos beta, r cos beta, and rz is equal to r cos gamma, actually not sine, because of adjacent component. So this is the rx, ry and rz. These are what? Rx, ry and rz. So rx is equal to r cos alpha, ry is equal to r cos beta, rz is equal to r cos gamma, where alpha, beta and gamma are the angle of this vector with the x, y and z axis. Here alpha, beta and gamma are what is this alpha, beta, gamma? Angle with x, y and z axis. Angle of r with the x, y and z axis. Okay, so here you just put this whole value into this equation number 1. So what do you get? Answer. So special note, let's write one special note. If alpha, beta and gamma are the angle between r and xyz axis, then if this type of situation is given, then rx is equal to r cos alpha, ry is equal to r cos beta, and rz is equal to r cos gamma. Why? See, all are adjacent components. So cos, cos, cos. Adjacent component means what? Cos. Put this whole value in the resultant. So r square is equal to rx square plus ry square plus rz square. So put this value, what do you get? See, r square is equal to rx means r cos alpha, r cos beta and r cos gamma. So r square cos square alpha plus r square cos square beta plus r square cos square gamma. Okay, now r square is cancelled out from this both sides. So what is remaining? So remaining is cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma. R square cancel out, so it is equal to 1. So this is very important result. You must be on it. That is a very important result, and it is useful to use this equation directly in an example. Okay, all of you guys note it. Cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1 for 3-dimensional vector, where alpha, beta and gamma are the angle of r with the angle of resultant vector with the x, y and z axis. Okay, similarly, if you convert this one in a sine, if you convert this angles in a sine, then what? See, put 1 minus sine square alpha plus 1 minus sine square beta plus 1 minus sine square gamma is equal to 1. So sine square alpha, sine square beta and sine square gamma just comes in a right hand side. This becomes positive. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 and minus 1. So see, 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3, and this 1 is comes left hand side, so minus 1. So 3 minus 1 means what? 2. So another important result is what? Another important result, it's a what is the answer? So sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus sine square gamma is equal to what? 2. So you must be remember where alpha, beta and gamma are the angle with the x, y and z axis. This must be required condition. Okay, that's a required condition. So you get this two type of result. Cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1, and sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma is equal to 2. Okay, so that is the one special note which is related to 3-dimension vector. Okay, all of you guys note it, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Okay, so that's one is what basic theory of a 3-dimension vector. So if any vector in a 2-dimension, then it's a 2-dimensional vector. Any vector in a 3-dimension, that is a 3-dimensional vector. Okay, and it is represented like this: rxi plus ryj plus rzk. And this r is nothing that's known as a position vector. That's known as a position vector. Let's see, we just understand this one, position vector. So what is a position vector? So position exactly same. It's represented by r is equal to xi plus yj in 2 dimension, and r is equal to xi plus yj plus zk in a 3 dimension. It means you consider suppose any 2 dimension x and y. Suppose x and y. You consider any point P having a coordinates x and y and this position, that's origin O. Then you draw this vector. Then this is named as a position vector r. As we studied in those previous sessions also, this is known as a position vector r. So r is equal to what? Its x component is what? See, you just take a x component. So the x component rx generally. So right now it is x, and what is its y component? So y component is what actually? Ry, and right now it is what? Y. So exactly same, rxi plus ryj. So xi plus yj, that's representation as a position vector. It is also represented like this: r is equal to in bracket x comma y. R is equal to what? X comma y. This both are same. If you are not written like this, and you also written in this way. See, suppose this point is P, then Pxy is equal to what? R. This in terms of point. In terms of point, you just gives the answer. Okay, R xy is what? Position vector. Similarly, if this point is in a 3 dimension, then point having x coordinate, having y coordinate, having z coordinate, its representation as a position vector R. Okay, so position vector is represented in this way. Position vector is represented in this way. Okay, so you must be noted. And if you have to finding out the position vector from one point to another point, then how you just find? Okay, so that's the second one. See, actually just I am erase this figure. Okay, let's say I am drawing this figure again here. Suppose x-axis and y-axis, and this is the point P, and P coordinates is x and y, and that's the origin. So x component is what? Rx is equal to x, and y component is what? Ry is equal to y. Then position vector is represented like this. So it is represented in this way. R is nothing, that's a P xy, and here R is what? P xyz. Okay, now if position vector joining the 2 points A and B, so like this we understand it properly. Suppose x, y, z. So A is somewhere here, A is somewhere here, B is somewhere here. Okay, so A is considered x1, y1, z1. B is considered x2, y2 and z2. So position vector of A is what? This one, it is Ra. Position vector of B is what? This one, suppose it is Rb. So position vector from A to B, you just drawn in such a way. You also draw from B to A. There is a two possibility: R A to B and R B to A. So RAB. This is what? RAB. So how you find this value? How you find this position vector? Okay, so you just find this position vector by two ways. First one is what? Directly vector AB is equal to position vector of B minus position vector of A. It means RAB is equal to position vector of B is what? RB minus position vector of A is what? RA. So this, by this way you getting this answer directly from A to B. From A to B. If you have to finding out B to A, then what? If you have to finding out B to A, then what are you doing? See, B to A. So RBA is equal to RA minus RB. Exactly same, only opposite situation. If A to B, then B minus A. If B to A, then A minus B. Okay, so you just find the answer by this way, for one point to another point. This is very important because number of example asking based on this. Now you just use you just use the summation rule here, you getting this answer directly. So summation rule, see, that's the important one, you just note it. Summation rule. So that's the initial point, suppose that is what initial point. Origin is the initial point, consider. So first vector is this one, second vector is this one. Okay, so this third vector is the resultant of first and second. Why? See, first vector is here, we arrange the second vector at the head of the first vector, and this is the resultant vector. See, this one is what? Resultant displacement from here to here. So use the summation rule. So first vector plus second vector is equal to third vector. Use the polygon rule. Okay, first vector plus second vector is equal to what? Third vector. Why? Because as we studied, if you arrange the vector in such a way so the second vector is at the head of the first vector, then resultant is what? For resultant vector is equal to first vector tail and last vector head. So last vector head यहाँ पे है, फर्स्ट वेक्टर टेल यहाँ पे, तो ये रिजल्टेंट हुआ. ठीक है, तो फिर ए से बी का फाइंड करना है तो क्या है? समेशन रूल यूज करो. सो आर ए प्लस आर ए बी, आर ए प्लस आर ए बी इज इक्वल टू क्या आएगा? आर बी आएगा. तो इसमें से आर ए बी फाइंड करो. चलो, तो आर ए बी इज इक्वल टू आर बी माइनस आर ए सी. दिस वन you get the same answer. You get the same answer. Okay, RB minus RA means position vector of B minus position vector of A. That's the important thing, and it is very helpful for us. Okay, all of you guys note this. Then after we are go to this next one. Okay, note it. And one thing you must be note here. See, I am just writing here. That's RP, the position vector of P. Position vector of P. Then it's exactly similar because here O is what? 0 0 0. O is what? Actually 0 0. If origin is 0, then x minus 0, y minus 0 and z minus 0. It's as it is. So we just write the position vector directly xy. Okay, thus RP is nothing. If you write the RP, then what? Position vector RPO is equal to position vector of P minus position vector of 0. But actually position vector of origin is 0 0 0. This one is what? 0 0 0. So our answer is what? R position vector PO is equal to RP. ये दोनों सेम ही रहता है. ठीक है, तो पोजिशन वेक्टर आर ए मतलब क्या है? ओरिजिन से ए का वेक्टर. आर बी मीन्स क्या? ओरिजिन से बी का वेक्टर. तो फिर ए से बी का वेक्टर कैसे लिख सकते हो? आर बी माइनस आर ए. सिमिलरली बी से ए का वेक्टर कैसे लिख सकते हो? यहाँ से यहाँ तक देखो, इन अपोजिट डायरेक्शन, दिस वन. If you write this RBA, so use the same rule, use the same summation rule, this one. If you are using this rule, you get this answer. RBA is equal to RA minus RB. Okay, आप same rule use करके अभी भी find कर सकते हो. Okay, so all of you guys note this. Then after we are go to this next one. Okay, note it. Let's see one example which is based on a component of vector. Example number 1. First example. Let's see solve it. A position vector of P is given as a I plus root 3j. I plus root 3j means this type of situation. Consider that's a y-axis. Here it is x-axis. Somewhere here point P. Okay, so this O means origin. So this position vector is given to us. And what is OP? I plus root 3j. So actually, if you write this way also, point P is nothing. What is this? 1I plus root 3j. So 1 root 3. है ना? आप ऐसे लिखते हो कि R इज इक्वल टू एक्स आई प्लस वाई जे. तो इसका पॉइंट्स क्या आता है? R वेक्टर का. सपोज पॉइंट P है तो P क्या होगा? XY होगा ना. तो इसी तरह से आप पॉइंट P को क्या लिखोगे? 1√3 है ना, 1√3. What is the meaning of this? It means its x component is this one, so x is equal to what, 1, and y component is this one, so y is equal to what, √3. Okay, so 1i plus √3 का meaning ये हुआ. Find the component of vector along x axis and y axis. So what is rx? So rx is equal to 1i. What is ry? Ry is a √3j. So that is a component along x axis and y axis. Okay, second one, also find the angle with the x axis. So let's consider, suppose angle is what, theta. So use the tan theta. So tan theta is equal to opponent upon adjacent. So opponent is what, this one, and adjacent means what, this one. So opponent is √3 and adjacent is 1. So answer is what, √3 upon 1. So answer tan theta is equal to √3. For what angle of theta, tan theta becomes √3. So answer theta is equal to 60 degree. For angle 60 degree, if you find the tan 60, answer is √3. So our angle of this position vector OP from the x-axis, angle with this axis x and OP, it's a 60 degree. Okay, so that is our answer. So that's very simple. You just using the simple rule, you getting this. Okay, all of you guys note this, and that's the answer. Rx is equal to 1, Ry is equal to √3, and theta is equal to 60 degree. Theta is equal to what, 60 degree. Also you just understand by this way, OP is what, Rxi plus Ryj, then you get the answer 1i plus √3j. 1i plus √3j. Okay, so also use this theory, you get the correct answer. You are just using any theory, your answer, you just find the answer by using any of this theory. Okay, whatever we are studying. Okay, no, not this example, then after we are go to this next one. Not it. Let's see example number 2. If A is this one, B is this one, find the unit vector. Find the unit vector along A minus B. Along A minus B. So you suppose consider, if unit vector along A minus B is supposed to be n. अगर A माइनस बी का यूनिट वेक्टर सपोज n कैप है, तो फिर n कैप यहाँ होगा, देन n कैप इज इक्वल टू वेक्टर अपॉन इट्स मैग्नीट्यूड. यस और नो? कोई भी यूनिट वेक्टर का इक्वेशन क्या आता है, वेक्टर अपॉन इट्स मैग्नीट्यूड. सो किसके अलोंग चाहिए आपको, a माइनस बी के अलोंग चाहिए, तो a माइनस बी का वेक्टर अपॉन a माइनस बी का मैग्नीट्यूड. चलो फाइंड करते हैं a माइनस बी. Let's we have to finding out first. A minus B is equal to 3i plus 2j minus 2i plus 3j minus k. Okay, मतलब a का वेक्टर माइनस b का वेक्टर. सो i में से i सब्सट्रैक्ट हो सकता है, बाकी कोई सब्सट्रैक्ट नहीं हो सकता. i में से i सब्सट्रैक्ट करो, j में से सब्सट्रैक्ट करो, k में से k सब्सट्रैक्ट करो. तो 3i minus 2j, that's i. 2j minus 3j, so minus j minus minus plus k. Okay, 3i minus 2i, so that's I. 2j minus 3j, so minus j, and here k is not present, so minus minus becomes plus, so plus k. So that's a minus b. So first we get the answer of a minus b. Now find the magnitude. So actually that's what actually rxi plus ryj प्लस rz के 3 डायमेंशन वेक्टर ऐसा है. तो इसमें से rx क्या होगा, देखो rx की वैल्यू 1 होगी, ry क्या होगा, ry की वैल्यू -1 होगी, और rz क्या आएगा, rz की वैल्यू 1 होगी. ठीक है, तो फिर इसका रिजल्टेंट क्या आएगा, देखो मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ a माइनस बी. सो अंडर रूट rx स्क्वायर प्लस ry स्क्वायर प्लस rz स्क्वायर. कोई भी 3 डायमेंशनल वेक्टर है, इसका मैग्नीट्यूड क्या आता है, अंडर रूट फर्स्ट कंपोनेंट स्क्वायर प्लस सेकंड कंपोनेंट स्क्वायर प्लस थर्ड कंपोनेंट स्क्वायर. तो फर्स्ट कंपोनेंट क्या है, देखो फर्स्ट कंपोनेंट 1 है, सेकंड कंपोनेंट -1 है, और थर्ड कंपोनेंट 1 है. सो उसका मैग्नीट्यूड का स्क्वायर करो, तो फर्स्ट कंपोनेंट स्क्वायर प्लस सेकेंड कंपोनेंट स्क्वायर, सो -1 स्क्वायर प्लस third component square. So 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. 1 square plus minus 1 square plus 1 square. So answer is root 3. So mod a minus b is equal to what? Root 3. तो वेक्टर भी मिल गया, मैग्नीट्यूड भी मिल गया. कंसिडर इट इज इक्वेशन नंबर 1. सो फ्रॉम इक्वेशन 1, what is our answer? An unit vector is equal to a minus b. So put a minus b is equal to I minus j plus k. रख दो, ठीक है, अपॉन मोड a minus b. So मोड a minus b कितना आया? root 3. So this is our final answer. Unit vector, if a and b is this one, then unit vector along a minus b is I minus j plus k upon root 3. Okay, so all of you guys note this, and that is our answer. See, I minus j minus k plus root 3. Here just printing mistake, plus k, here plus k. So plus k, okay, just a small printing mistake. So I minus j plus k upon root 3. Okay, all of you guys note this, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Let's see. A vector A of length 2 cm. कोई वेक्टर है, उसकी लेंथ कितनी है? 2 सेंटीमीटर. मतलब कि A is equal to 2 centimeter. Is 60 degree above the x-axis. Above the x-axis. Let's we draw this figure. So suppose x-axis is this one. So here is the vector A. Okay, and here is the y and x. Okay, so vector A is somewhere here, and angle is what? 60 degree. That is A. Now in the first one, now vector B is having a same length. So B is also what? B is equal to 2 centimeter, and it is 60 degree below the x-axis. So draw this again new figure. Below the x-axis means draw like this, x and y. Below x means what? We are drawing this vector B somewhere here. So B is this one, and angle is what again? 60 degree. Okay, like this. So find the A plus B. मतलब वेक्टर A कितना है, B कितना है, वो तो दिया हुआ ही नहीं है. So पहले उसको फाइंड करना पड़ेगा. तो A का कंपोनेंट ले लो. चलो, what is component of A? So you just take a component of A. So this is AX and this one is AY. Here is BX and here is BY. Okay, तो फिर वेक्टर A क्या होगा? देखो, this AX is equal to A cos 60 and AY is equal to A sin 60. Similarly, BX is equal to B cos 60 and BY is equal to B sin 60. तो फिर what is the A? So A is equal to A cos 60 I plus A cos 60 J, sorry sin 60 J. So A कितना है? 2 है. So A means 2 and cos 60 कितना? root 3 by 2. So root 3 by, sorry, cos 60 1 by 2, my mistake. Cos 60 1 by 2, 1 by 2. In which direction? I. So I plus A sin 60. So A मतलब 2. sin 60 कितना होता है? root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2 and डायरेक्शन कौन सी है? J. तो A हुआ A. ठीक है, सिंप्लीफाई करो इसको तो फिर 2 2 कैंसिल आउट, I प्लस 2 2 कैंसिल आउट, root 3J. So this is a simple, you get the answer of A. Now find the B. Find the B here. So how you just get the B? So B is equal to B cos 60. So B कितना है? 2 है. So 2 cos 60 कितना होता है? 1 by 2. डायरेक्शन कौन सी है? I प्लस B sin 60. तो B कितना है? 2. sin 60 कितना होता है? root 3 by 2. बट डायरेक्शन कौन सी है? माइनस वाई. देखो डायरेक्शन माइनस वाई, तो उसका क्या आंसर आएगा? माइनस J होगा. इसका सिंप्लीफाई करो, 2 2 कैंसिल आउट. सो B कितना हुआ? I प्लस माइनस माइनस 2 2 कैंसिल आउट, root 3J. सो दिस इज अवर B. फाइंड क्या करना है? देखो सम A प्लस B फाइंड करना है. तो A प्लस B फाइंड करो. चलो, तो A प्लस B इज इक्वल टू, व्हाट इज A? I प्लस रूट 3J. I प्लस रूट 3J प्लस b क्या है i माइनस रूट थ्री जे, सो i माइनस रूट थ्री जे, सो i प्लस आई 2 है एंड प्लस रूट थ्री जे माइनस रूट थ्री जे 0, सो फाइनली आंसर क्या है देखो 2i. So this is our result, a plus b and its magnitude is what 2. What is magnitude? 2i है तो उसका magnitude कितना आएगा, mod a plus b is equal to 2. This is final answer. Okay, so आप इस तरह से उसका आंसर फाइंड कर सकते हो इस तरह से. और एक सिंपल मेथड भी है लेकिन उसके लिए आपको वेक्टर जो है पूरा अच्छी तरह से प्रिपेयर करना रहेगा. लेट्स वी जस्ट यूज द अनदर मेथड. सो मेथड 2. Let's see, you are drawing the figure in such a way, suppose x-axis, y-axis, a is somewhere here, what is its magnitude 2, angle is what 60 degree, b is somewhere here, what is its magnitude 2 and angle is what 60 degree. So you have a two vectors, okay, so a and b. Here a इज इक्वल टू बी एंड थीटा कितना है दोनों के बीच का, देखो 60 प्लस 60, तो आंसर कितना आएगा 120. ये दो वेक्टर्स है आपके पास, दोनों का मैग्नीट्यूड सेम है, एंगल थीटा 120 है, तो रिजल्टेंट इज इक्वल टू ए इज इक्वल टू बी इज इक्वल टू 2 सेंटीमीटर. दैट इज़ अ वेरी सिंपल मेथड. बट ये आपको मतलब समेशन में ऐसा रूल हमने सीखा था, ठीक है, कि दो वेक्टर्स के मैग्नीट्यूड सेम है और उसका एंगल 120 है, तो उसका रिजल्टेंट कितना आता है, डायरेक्टली जितना मैग्नीट्यूड वेक्टर्स का है उतना ही आता है. सो ए इज इक्वल टू बी है, सो एंगल 120 है, 60 प्लस 60, तो फिर आंसर डायरेक्टली आ जाएगा 2 सेंटीमीटर. ओके, बट पहले तो हमें वेक्टर्स की मेथड ही फॉलो करनी है क्योंकि पहले उसको सीखना है, उसके बाद इसमें जाए, ठीक है. सॉल्व ऑफ गाइस नोट दिस सेकंड मेथड आल्सो फॉर नोट how to solve the same problem by the simpler method. Okay, note it. Let's see, and also this, not this problem. Okay, answer is what 2 centimeter along axis. See, 2i means what is this, I means what, x axis, so 2 centimeter along axis. This is our answer. Okay, so not this. Let's see example number 4. If vector c is added into the resultant of a and b, then the resultant vector is a unit vector along y axis. मतलब आप a b और c का रिजल्टेंट फाइंड करते हैं तो आंसर क्या आता है, यूनिट वेक्टर along y axis. So what is unit vector along y axis? So resultant is equal to j. This is called a unit vector along y axis. ठीक है, इसको यूनिट वेक्टर अलोंग वाई एक्सिस बोलते हैं, पता ही है हमको. तो हमको क्या फाइंड करना है, सी फाइंड करना है. तो सिंपल है, देखो इस तरह रख दो, आर इज इक्वल टू ए प्लस बी में सी ऐड करना है, ऐसा लिखा है यहाँ पे. इफ वेक्टर सी एडेड टू द रिजल्टेंट ऑफ ए एंड बी, रिजल्टेंट ऑफ ए एंड बी क्या होता है, ए प्लस बी होता है, ठीक है. तो इफ यू एड द सी इन ए प्लस बी देन योर आंसर इज आर. देन व्हाट इज आर, सो दैट इज अ जे. व्हाट इज ए, 3i माइनस 5j प्लस 7k. So 3i minus 5j plus 7k plus b क्या है, so 2i plus 4j minus 3k और c फाइंड करना है, तो c ऐसे रखो. so 3i plus 2 कितना होता है 5i. so let's write down, so j is equal to 5i. minus 5 plus 4 कितना होता है, minus 5 plus 4 minus j plus 7 minus 3, सो प्लस 4k एंड c फाइंड करना है. तो फिर जो भी टर्म्स है c के साथ वो सबको लेफ्ट हैंड साइड जाने दो. आंसर क्या होगा, c इज इक्वल टू प्लस 5 है तो माइनस 5 हो जाएगा, माइनस j है तो प्लस हो जाएगा, वहाँ पे एक तो j है ही, तो j प्लस j 2j और प्लस 4 है तो उसका माइनस 4k. तो ये आंसर आ गया c का. सो अगर a प्लस बी, ए और b के रिजल्टेंट में आप c इज इक्वल टू माइनस 5 प्लस 2j माइनस 4 के आप ऐड करते हो तो फिर आपका रिजल्टेंट क्या आएगा, यूनिट वेक्टर अलोंग y एक्सिस, यूनिट वेक्टर अलोंग y एक्सिस. ओके, सो सिंपल है, आप जस्ट यू गेटिंग दिस आंसर बाय दिस. ओके, ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस नोट दिस, देन आफ्टर वी आर गो टू दिस नेक्स्ट. ओके, नोट इट एंड योर आंसर इज दिस वन, माइनस 5 प्लस 2j माइनस 4. ओके, नोट इट.